What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok bottom of the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we will be talking about Tory Lanez. Now, obviously, everybody knows recently Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times at a California prison, but and obviously we seen a lot of news around it, and then we seen also a lot of news around the case of him, Megan, and Kelsey, and is he gonna get an appeal or anything like that? So we seen a lot of shit with Tory Lanez recently, and this is just kind of an update on the situation. So what we have now seen is Tory Lanez stabbing footage has been released. So obviously from the footage, now I am gonna have to blur it a little bit because you can't post it like that on YouTube, just all out there. So, but it's obviously not that clear as well because they have that big thing, like that big reflective thing blocking some of it as well. But basically, you just kind of see Santino Castillo basically just attacking him, Tory Lanez kicking out, and then eventually he gets up and tries to run away. We also have a picture of the aftermath, so I'll put that in here right here too. So yeah, it is a pretty crazy picture too. I will say, but first I do want to say, watching this video, a lot of people they were commenting on the people walking by and things of that sort. So obviously, obviously, let's think about this in a normal way and not know. Cause yeah, you could be like, oh, I'm gonna be a hero, but a lot of times, we've seen niggas be heroes and that get them killed too. So what's the saying? I'd rather be a live bitch than a dead hero. And I just kind of had to agree. Cause what if you go to be like break it up and then that nigga started trying to stab your ass? And you see he poking the shit out of Tory, even though Tory survived and Tory walked off. That was like adrenaline and shit, and that's what really kept his ass alive. Cause getting stabbed 14 times and then your lungs collapsing, yeah, that's crazy shit. But luckily Tory survived. And but my thing is, especially the nigga on the stairs. That nigga on the stairs look kind of old too. What the fuck he was gonna do with that shit? Man, that nigga gonna poke his ass up too, man. So that's crazy as hell. Now, obviously, we already know that Tory's recovering it, and they're trying to see if they're gonna move him to a different prison and that sort. But the added details we have got now, I already did a video about this part of it, so I'll give you a quick summary. So we did get a little glimpse into Castillo's background a little bit. So Castillo actually, went to jail for in 2004 for a 2004 murder, where this nigga's nasty as shit. He was dating a 13-year-old girl, and I don't know what happened between him and the girl. They got in an altercation, but this nigga shot that 13-year-old girl in the face with a shotgun at close range. So that's why he is in jail for. He also has a previous prison stabbing on his record. So yeah. So yeah, he has a little bit of a history, with stabbing people and at least attempting to kill people. So yeah. Now, what's also new, and I obviously won my last video, that they actually have a phone call out now. It was TMZ that was able to get in contact with Castillo. Now, on the phone call, now it's a 7-minute phone call. I'm not gonna put all of it in here, but I will put some of it in here.
That day that you stabbed him allegedly.
Okay. That day, nothing much took place that day. Everything led up to that day, but that day I just came out in the morning to tell him, good morning. And I told him what's up, give him a little fist bump, ask him if everything is good. We had a little situation the night before and the day before.
So what was the situation the night before and the day before?
So I heard some rumors that he was trying to put money on my head. He felt uncomfortable living next to him. Said I was a threat. So I confronted him. And then I found out the same thing. He tried to put money on my head, so he said I put money on his head. We had a little discussion or whatever. So the next morning, that night, he said some shit. Some kind of crazy. So the next morning, I came out to see if everything was good. respond, talk to him. He said, yeah. So I was going back into my cell. And when I looked back, instead of going to cell, he was walking towards my door. He stood in front of my cell, looked at his boys, made his little smirk. And when he showed me what he had and something in his pocket, I just rushed him.
What do you have in his pocket?
I just rushed him. What he showed me looked to me like I believed it could be a weapon at the time. So I rushed him, and I just snatched him. I just took advantage of him. He was weak. I just threw him all over, and I just kept slamming him and stabbing him. And
were you trying to kill him?
No, not at all. But I felt like there was a weapon. I felt threatened. And when I felt like a sting in my leg, I felt like, oh, he stabbed me. So I moved back, and I kept stabbing him more. And I seen that he threw something. So I was like, oh, this is that. So I just kept going. After he was yelling, help, screaming, please help me. I just picked him up in that fake position and said, I'm like, look at me. And then I just let him go. Like, I was saying, like, man, you trying to kill me?
What were you guys like? I know why, but why would he pick you out of all people to want to put money on your head? What was the beef exactly about?
It was really no beef. He just talked a lot. And I had confronted him a while back about always saying certain around me. Like, I'll take a fade, I'll knife up, I'll put in his place. And to me, I feel like the second, third time hearing that in a conversation, I was like, man, what you trying to say? So I approached him and told him, like, what's up? Like, just go, I'll come into your cell, we'll do whatever. Like, let's play this game then. Because I felt like he was kind of antagonizing me, like testing me, like if someone was afraid or something. We were cool in the beginning. We were cool for like a year. We chilled, kicked it together, everything. They did.
They're not on that type of prison yard, Rochelle.
Okay.
No. They got like little fractions, but she was more like he was different. He started kicking it with certain people.
And basically, what Casillo is saying on the phone call, that he thought Tory was finna kill him himself. He said he had heard Tory had some money out on him, and he said basically Tory didn't like him because he said Tory talked too much, and he confronted him about it. And then, eventually he heard the rumors that Tory had some money on him. They talked about it. I don't know what the hell the altercation. It sounded like they had a little altercation, but it obviously wasn't as violent as this one. But they obviously had some type of conversation about it. Then he said Tory tried to walk by his cell. He said it appeared to look like what was a weapon that Tory pulled out and like smirked at him with. And as Tory went to put it in his pocket, he rushed his ass. So yeah, that and he said this coming out the mouth himself. So this is all obviously we see it on the video, but obviously we get a more a different, it being explained to us a little differently also helps because it's not the greatest video. But yeah, that's pretty much all to it. Now, my opinion on this, I will say, Tory, I'm not talking about his case no more, but I will say, I don't know, we can never say who Tory, if Tory was doing all these things that he's accused Tory of. I will say that Tory does seem like a little bit of a braggadocious guy, so I'm not surprised if the talking too much and being cocky thing is true. My only thing is with what the argument he's trying to say, because like I said, what he just said, he thought it was a weapon. He says it on the phone call, he thought it was a weapon on the time, and they eventually found no weapons on him. I will say that hurt his case a lot. Him talking, first of all, obviously he must not have no damn lawyer for this, but and he he's been through this before, so you would think he would know how the procedure goes. But him now I'm assuming TMZ somehow pay him, put money on his books or something like that. But him talking on the phone with TMZ definitely, if he gets prosecuted for this, hurts his damn case, because he basically said what I thought was a weapon. So he basically threw out all his self-defense thing with the no weapon being found and him saying I thought it was a weapon, and that he said bro put it back in his pocket and I went to rush him. He threw out his whole self-defense case. So if he does get prosecuted for this, he's getting convicted because he just told on his damn self. But yeah, it's a crazy scenario. Very graphic, but I'm glad that my nigga Tory, I said my nigga, my fault. That Tory is is alive, and maybe we'll see where his case with Megan goes from here. But that's all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG Tip Top on the video, and we out.